We'd like to also get to the bottom of what's going on our southern border. One thing the president did not address last night, the crisis on our southern border, and it is a crisis. Griff Jenkins is down there live from Laredo today with more. And you've got some unbelievable video showing people lined up, waiting to get on boats. They got to pay hundreds of bucks to the smugglers. This is jaw-dropping.
They do indeed. Steve, Ainsley, and Brian, happy Friday to you. I'll get to that video in a moment, but first, the president not addressing after 50 days in office the escalating migrant crisis. Many thought he might perhaps do so because it's widely viewed that many of the first-day promises, like removing Remain in Mexico, has led to the spike on our southern border. Now at the White House, our own Peter Doocy asking Jen Psaki about the Mexican president's view of President Biden. Watch.
He said they see him as the migrant president, and so many feel they're going to reach the United States.
Mexico is an important partner in ensuring we're addressing the flow of migrants. We made a policy decision because we felt it was the humane approach. But the facts are.
This on the heels of those February numbers, 100,441 encounters in February compared to 2019 when it was a crisis. It was only over 66,000. Now, the video you mentioned, Steve, take a look at this. In the Rio Grande Valley, where I was yesterday at the river crossing, just hundreds on the bank coming hour after hour. I have been multiple times to that very point, and I can tell you it's certainly in full force right now. Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy speaking out yesterday. He'll be making a trip down to the border on Monday. Here's a little bit of what he has to say about this situation. Listen.
This is not a political issue anymore. It's becoming a national security concern. He hasn't even acknowledged the crisis he created.
Now, I'm in Laredo today because we have a bipartisan delegation coming down. Republican Texas Senator John Cornyn coming with Democrat Representative Henry Cuellar. This is his district here. They're going to go first to Carrizo Springs, the teen facility holding about an hour away. The media, by the way, not allowed to go on that tour. Then they'll come here to Laredo for a roundtable with some of the local leaders. We'll be bringing that to you all day long. Brian Ainsley, Steve.
That's right. And Griff, you and I were talking yesterday. You have not yet seen those color-coded wristbands that we were talking about earlier this week that apparently some of the smugglers are putting on the people to indicate that they have been paid they paid the smugglers. Do the smugglers only have to get them across the river and then they are processed? Essentially, they're home free once they get them off that boat, right?
That's right, and there's a couple of interesting things because if you look at the videos that we shot as I was encountering the migrants this week, I looked and saw their clothes were clean. They looked to be fairly put together, and that's unique to me as an observation because I've traveled the 4,000 miles from San Pedro Sula, Honduras, through Guatemala, all the way through the thousands of miles of Mexico, and you don't look like that. Your clothes are not clean after a multi-week trek like that.
Happening?
Another indication. Well, I think, Ainsley, that the cartels are controlling every movement on that side of the border, and they are being held at a various spot before they're moved. And so I think on the other side, on the southern side, it's quite organized, and the cartels are taking an opportunity to be in control of it.
You mentioned the drugs. CBP number of illicit drug seizures increased 50% in February from January. It includes heroin and meth.
Yeah.
And the Texas governor, Governor Abbott, he said the cartels are quite literally being enriched. The Biden administration is helping cartels make more money.
Ainsley, a quick point on that, and that is here in Laredo, we don't see the family units and the unaccompanied minors. There's a lot of traffic, and so this sector right here is a heavy narcotics moving through the tractor trailers across the border because of the heavy traffic. And in this area right now, they're seeing a 140% spike in the single adults in the movement. Now, the officials here tell me if there's a 140% spike in their numbers, that means conservatively there's a 140% spike in the profits for the cartels and their criminal activity.